Hello, God's beautiful and precious people. I pray that you all are having a blessed, a wonderful, a tremendously awesome day today. I have an amazing word. This word is not for everybody, it is for specific people. And so I just want you to know that please take this word to the Lord and confirm that this word is for you. For everyone that it is for. Is such a beautiful word. It's such a blessing to those that it is for. The Lord is saying that He's seen your tears, He's heard your prayers, He's inclined His ear to your cries, and He wants you to know that the fruit of your womb is being opened. The fruit of your womb is being opened. So I just want to give my testimony real quick. For some of you that know me and have been following this channel for a while, you all know that I have 3 beautiful children. And my first 2 beautiful children, I knew I was pregnant with all of my children, but with my last daughter, it was just different. It was so different. It was an amazing experience because the Holy Spirit directly told me that I was pregnant. And so for a while, I just kept telling, my fiance that I would have a surprise for him when he would come back from working out of state. And in all honesty, I didn't know and understand why I was telling him this, but there was like a sense of knowing on the inside of me that there was a seed planted on the inside of me. And so one day I was at work and this girl, she came up to me, and so she was like, guess what? So when she said it, the Holy Spirit told me she was going to tell me she was pregnant. And so I let her get it out, and so I asked her how far along she was, and she was like 6 weeks. And so the Holy Spirit said, me too. And so I'm like, okay. So when I got home the next day, I made up in my mind that I was going to take pregnancy tests. And so I did 2 home pregnancy tests, and they came out positive. So I rushed to the store, and I went and I got 3 pregnancy tests from the store. And as soon as I got home, I took 2 of them, and those blue lines popped up so quick. I just laughed because it just blew my mind. It blew my mind. And I immediately called my fiance to tell him. And so he was excited about it. He came home because he was like, I got to be there, and I found out I was 4 weeks with my other 2 children. I knew it, but I kept getting false positives until I was 6 weeks pregnant. I've never found out that early at 4 weeks pregnant, at 4 weeks that I was pregnant. And so I knew it was all God. I knew it was all God. And so I just want to tell you guys that although it's not God's plans for us to have children outside of wedlock, outside of His covenant that He created for man and woman, His word tells us in Genesis 1:28, and God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. So this here is talking about Adam and Eve. When He put His blessing upon them as husband and wife, He then gave them a blessing and a command. He gave them a command to go be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth. And so this is God's intent for us. This is God's plan for us. This is God's foundation for us as man and woman to be in covenant with Him, and then go and be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. But the blessing of life in itself, it can only come from God. The blessing of children can only come from God. And Psalms 127:3, it tells us, behold, children are a heritage and a gift from the Lord, the fruit of the womb a reward. So although whatever circumstances that a child is birthed in, that the seed is planted in the womb, it can only come from God, because God is the only one that can give life. And so the Lord is saying that He is opening the womb of all those who are barren, just like He did for Sarah, just like He did for Rebecca, just like He did for Hannah. If He did it for them, He can definitely do it for you. The Lord doesn't just do a thing once and then stops. He specializes in miracles. He specializes in performing wonders, signs, and doing the impossible. So God is saying that he is the only one who could create life, and he does it in the most unique and unusual way that you would know that it is only divinely orchestrated by him. He created the womb to be fruitful, to reproduce a heritage, a legacy, a generation, to carry on the identity, the purpose of his kingdom that he has placed within us. And so the Lord is saying you will know that it is by his hand that he has given the womb the ability to bear seed, and it will be divinely, supernaturally orchestrated by him, a supernatural blessing that can only come from his hand, his power, his authority, because of the reports of the doctors is saying otherwise. The reports of the doctors is saying that it's impossible, that you will never bear children. And God is saying, I am the I am. I am the Alpha and Omega, the supreme God. Whatever blessing that I have predestined for you, that I have predetermined for you, is going to come forth. My plans for you are going to be established. And I don't care what man says, because with man it is impossible. With God, all things are possible through his hand. And the Lord is saying that when this happens, that you must ensure that you train up your children in his word, because they hold the keys to a generation of blessings that will pass from generation to generation. The wound has been opened, and his blessing is upon you to be fruitful, to multiply and replenish for his kingdom, for his glory. So I pray that this word is a blessing to whoever this word is for, and know that God has heard you. He is here. He's heard your pleas. He's heard your cries, and that the Father is walking with you every step of the way, and that you will know that it is by his glory, by his hand, that your womb has been opened, and the seed has been planted to be fruitful, to multiply and replenish. And so God is saying that I walk with you every step of the way. I'm with you always. I never leave you nor forsake you. And so I promise you guys, just trust in him. Trust in him and stand on his word, and whatever word he has given you, to know that it will come to pass. And so I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys. Be blessed. Have a wonderful and blessed day. See you later.